Seattle. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Set to kick off.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds.
Remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a huge return is at the 30-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
On the carry.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field. Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines and getting points on the board right away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they try the right side here. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 25 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Play action. It's Herbert. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Number 30, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
I'm coming after you. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Herbert operating from the red zone. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On the carry.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Check smash. Check smash. Motion. 19 light. 24.
Herbert. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Number 22, Christian.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On the keeper, this is Watson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
To throw is Watson. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Faking the give. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want it's just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 41-yard line.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey. It's caught inside the 25. Yeah! Touchdown, L.A.
Watson's pass.
Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics, look.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. The Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Rolling to his right. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Aaron Donald busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
They didn't stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Number 22.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third down.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Aaron Donald, his second sack of the night.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
He's going to fight. And got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
7-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Herbert. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
10 at the 14-yard line.
A handoff, a as they run the counter play. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10.
I'm only going to be able to carry it so far.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will extend this big lead.
McManus set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Escaping the pressure right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
7-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
87.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Tight end right, tight end right.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Under 10, under 10.
From the gun, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point, on the road no less in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. On the pick up there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Reset. 19. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Watson. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
SOS. 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 Check. We got motion back. Cut 19.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Watson, his pass caught at the 4.
Watson's pass.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Rams 44, Seahawks 21. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
I'm coming after you. 24 is the mic.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
McCaffrey on the
a
carry.
15-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, got tight left, tight ends left. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
He was brought down at the 28.
The first.
Good.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
1st and 10.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Herbert's pass.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout
Of a yard.
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
At the 30-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Seattle Seahawks.
It's a gain of 35.
Tonight's
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it.